I'm recording this. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Before it starts, what do you want to do with this comp basically?
Murder. We got poke.
Kite.
Kite, poke.
Wait, we're talking about our comp versus
Yeah.
that comp or our comp in general?
Yeah. Well, it's your comp in general, but also your comp against their
Okay.
comp. Your comps are pretty similar actually, but
Kite, poke, build alt first.
how do you do that? How do you accomplish
Shoot
that?
people.
I'm looking for positioning things.
Get
Crossfire.
off angles.
Yeah, off angles, crossfire. They're probably going to want to approach through this main whatever to the main thing, and you basically want it so they can't really walk into you, like can't walk into the clump of you. Like if they're going to walk in, you want them to be hit by multiple angles, kind of like you said. So where do you want to set up knowing that?
I'm not supposed to hold high left, right?
You can get a little poke there at the beginning,
Okay. But don't hold there.
probably not with the Rhine comp. Chiz, where should you be? That's not where you are right now.
I'm not supposed to be top right.
What are the drawbacks of being top right?
You don't have angle on the initial choke that they walk through on.
Yeah. Can
You're
anyone else
not
think of anything?
in your team.
Not necessarily. Your Ana can see you, but
Yeah.
what happens if Farah pressures you in this situation?
I have to jump
How-
back to my team.
And what happens when you jump back to your team, basically? What do you need? You basically need to cross this open space, right?
Yeah.
You get shot by Kree.
Yeah, that's I think what actually happens in the first fight. So knowing that, it's kind of like the thing of playing corners, where you want to have a safe space to retreat, which is where you all kind of want to be. You all want to be perched up on a corner with an angle to hold where you can back up fine. Because the longer your DPS are able to live, the more damage you're able to get. Which is kind of just the double spam, whatever, sniper. So where should you hold? That's safe, but far away from your team. So it's hard for them to contest you, but you can still get angles in. Any thoughts?
Are you like able to from inside top left?
Inside top left? What does it mean?
Like, are you able to just spam choke from without being LOS up there?
This?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a junk player. Don't ask me.
Well, Junkrat, what do you think, Chiz?
I mean, I always hold there on this map when I play Junkrat. I think it's generally a good spot to be.
Where you are right now?
Yeah.
So you think, despite the drawbacks, it's still advantageous?
I
to
mean,
hold
if
there?
there's a far pressuring you, you can back up inside. There's a health pack there,
Okay.
which will give you cover. It's generally got a decent amount of cover from being fired upon. It's got the crates there as well if they're on the ground.
So yeah, you do get a good angle of shooting them right here, and they have to turn towards you. I guess my concern here is if you're Kree and you're walking, oops, gotta go back. If you're Kree and you're walking through this space and you just turn here, Kree can kind of fire from this pillar, or I mean he can fire from this pillar or from here even. Do you see what I'm doing? Like fire relatively safe into you, and you have to back up. It takes you in my opinion, a long time to back up, like going from here, or mining over, which puts you in the open, or going over here, but this puts you pretty far away from your team. So what I'm trying to say is that even though the angle is good, you're in a risky position where it's actually pretty easy to pressure you out if they know you're there.
Okay.
So it's like kind of high risk. I think it's very high risk. Let's watch this first fight.
So
see
where
what
would you hold?
Well, let's see what do some other people think of some other spots to hold.
I
And
generally
it's
just
also
hold.
for everybody. Like, where should everybody be?
When I
'Cause-
play junk, I hold low ground left side, spam at the chokes because you can see wide angles from the mid and to the right if they come through that one, and you can back up around the corner easily. Yep, right there.
Like here? Or here?
Yep.
Okay. So because you can see here and then go.
You can spam that right doorway or the main, and I set up my trap left of main spawn to
Okay.
get a sense of where they're going.
So yeah, you don't cover as much. I guess you are not hitting them from an unexpected angle, but you are having the safety of being here, and this is a very safe position. Hey Jamie, where should you be? Where is it? Where there's a few good. There's a good spot for you to be.
Do I want that high right?
Over Chiz's?
Yeah. Or inside Snacksaramas?
Inside Snacksaramas actually might be an okay area. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe. That's a little bit further away. It's hard for you to get there.
Yeah, if
For them
they're
to get
like
there.
rushing, that would be not great for me.
Anyone else have any thoughts?
Where lock is?
Yeah, why is that?
It's high ground, it's near your team and protected, there's a healer there, it's got a little bit of cover and gives you a good sight line of the whole point.
Yeah, and yeah, that's what I was thinking of. So I feel like you guys are a little bit I think it's both Jay and Jamie, you're a little hesitant to take this high ground, and I'm not entirely sure why. Do you have like a thought process for Also, I saw this on Dorado, and I saw this on Anubis too, I think. Like there's a little bit of hesitance when taking high ground. Do you have a specific thought process when positioning?
There, I think I was probably thinking of not getting crapped on by Farah. Just because there's no like high cover. And
High
she can
cover.
like she can well, I mean if I have a mercy, I don't have to worry about the splash, but the splash can get you really easily from cover up there on that high ground.
Okay, I kind of have a counter argument that I think you're actually more vulnerable where you are right now than you are on the high ground. Because it seems actually pretty awkward to play Pharah in this. Like, I don't know. What do you think? Do you have any thoughts, Japes, for Pharah? Because in order for Pharah to shoot you from this high ground, I'm trying to look at an angle.
Mhm.
I feel like she has to go very high in the air to actually shoot you, which makes
Yeah.
her very vulnerable. Right? Whereas opposed to here, she can play here and actually shoot you. I mean, I guess she can shoot this high ground too, but she can't shoot over it from here, I guess she can't shoot over that cover, but she can shoot you here and shoot basically your head. And you can't actually really back up. You have to back up pretty far. So
Farah.
Nice.
So, but the thing is, you have Mercy Pocket, so it's okay if you take a lot of damage, because your Mercy is just going to be there to heal you. So my main point for this is I want you guys to be just thinking about positioning and how you can maximize your effectiveness. with these, like, because I'm thinking we're probably going to run more of these sniper type comps. So, like, it's really important for DPS and also Diva to be thinking about how to maximize your safety, but also your damage output. So this position is really maximizing damage output, but at the cost of safety. And this one, actually, I think it minimizes your damage output, but you're also not that safe, in my opinion. But this spot I think is good, like Chiz said, because again, you have a wide angle of what you need to do, and you can peek this high ground and over here. You have a lot of options with this, but also a lot of safety because there's this cover here. And you provide lock safety by being there, kind of. Yeah. But let's just watch this first fight. And Luna, I think where you're at's good because you have to be a baby. So they're rotating right side, and then Pharmacy's going main, looks like. And you get wrecked. Why is that?
Because I got hit.
Okay.
Nice.
We already kind of covered this, but generally when I don't know, what are your thought processes that go on mid game when you die? Like, because theoretically you would want each time you die, you kind of want to one, just say why you died, and
Mhm.
why you died could be a variety of reasons. Like,
Fucking bullshit. That's what it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
fucking shit. I was kind of talking to Rui about this at some point, but I'm trying to let's see. When you died, I could have said for like 3 different reasons here, and some of them are stupid, and yeah, whatever.
Not enough cover?
Yeah, that was not knowing. I don't know. I didn't know there was a Farah. Like I
Okay,
obviously wouldn't be scoping at the team if I knew Farah was there and had a angle on me.
okay, so
Like I was going
that's
over there
actually a
to
good point.
try and take an angle on because I saw they were going to push right.
Mm-hmm. This angle would not be that bad if you knew that if there was no Farah,
Yeah.
because you can get a quick dynamite, and then maybe go back to high ground, for example.
Well,
So
maybe
it's
we
like
didn't call it either. Like maybe our comms weren't good enough to call out that there's a Farah and where she is, so he knew not to scope in.
well, yes, but I think you could say that, but it's everyone could have access to that information because tab gets revealed 13 or 15 seconds in. And since your playstyle for this applies to everybody, the way you play depends on the enemy team's comp, so you need to know that information. Like you should be pressing tab as soon as you can. So you made like a good point. There's lack of cover, lack of information. Like you didn't press tab basically, and you weren't scouting. You actually did see fair in your view at some point,
Yeah.
but you didn't account for it, so that could be an awareness thing. Um, there's another I'm thinking of. Lack of cover, which is you said generally related to positioning. What could you have done? What would you have done instead, knowing this? Like theoretically, what would you have done instead?
Well, I mean, I could have held that high ground where Locke is. I probably would have had better sights and reaction of Farah.
Yeah, I think this is a good point. It's a lot more awkward for Farah to hit you here, in my opinion, and it's a lot easier for you to shoot her head from this angle compared to this angle,
Mm.
just because of how low ground works. Like you're much more likely to get a body shot here and have to 2-shot her compared to here. It's easier to get a headshot and 1-shot her, right? It's just because how high ground works.
Mhm.
So that's one thing. Which is your initial positioning should have probably been here, or you can always initially position here too and just quickly back up. This is a little bit risky if they have Widow, so that's something to keep in mind. But I mean, so that's the positioning thing. What about the awareness thing? What should you have done to combat that?
Tapped.
Yeah. So those are two things you could have done. The third thing is you could have had insane mechanics and reaction time. Got hit once, instantly flicked up and headshot Farah.
How do I do that? How do I work on that?
It's called
install
getting
aimbot.
good.
Where do I get this good? I need a specific store and address if you have it.
Get on one of those hackers Discord servers.
Yeah, you got this.
That's why I play Sombra.
So the main thing I'm trying to get from this, and I'm not trying to like single you out, but as individuals, I think each time you die, this is what I do. I don't know if this is what works for everybody, but each time I die, I make up an excuse why I died. Like, I was out of position. That's like the easiest thing to say because you probably almost always die because you are not positioned. Who joined? Hey, Rui.
It's really.
I've slept so much I thought it was day.
Oh no.
Okay, we were just going over that Jamie died here, and we were trying to.
And then we blamed it on
figure
you,
out why.
so it was entirely your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so every time you die, I think it's good to take note of probably what killed you, even if you're not for sure. It's probably positioning. Like, BY has said this before, I think, to both you and Chiz, that you can, each time you die, it's probably a cover issue. Like, you probably could have lived had you played cover better. That's like one reliable thing you can blame it on. As support, if I die, it's because I either didn't use my abilities correctly or I was out of position.
You didn't ask for help.
So I thought Luck was joking when she said that.
No, I was joking.
Yeah. But what
You're
I'm trying
fine.
to say is that I think I want to focus more on, like, I want you guys to get into a mindset of trying to think about what you can do better mid-game and trying to, like, find mistakes, basically find patterns. So right here, you could have been like, I was out of position. That doesn't help you that much because you don't know how to fix that right away. But if that becomes a pattern, like 5 times in a row you die early and you're like, I was probably out of position, then you might think about, I need to change my positioning. I need to play different. I need to play safer. Or maybe I need to switch heroes, something like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So how does this relate to the whole team? Because I'm not just focusing on Jamie. Because Jamie gets shot here, shot at the same time. Favorite songs while waiting. Okay. So what happens the rest of it? Nice protection. Chiz does not die, but gets half health. We'll just keep watching this fight. The good peel. And just tell me what you guys think during this fight. What are some things you guys think you did good here, if you can think of any? And what are some things you might have, like, you could have gotten punished for? Do you have any thoughts?
I mean, I could have gotten punished for jumping across the open area, but I didn't.
But you didn't.
But I
Yeah.
didn't. And then I think I played cover well once I got back to the team.
Yeah, I think you played cover pretty well. You played this area. I can always make the remark that could have maybe played this pillar, or this pillar maybe. Because you're a little out in the open, but whatever. It was good. It was still good. Luna, where are you?
Hi.
Luna, you did great. What did you do great?
I didn't go out in the open.
Yeah, you just hugged this wall. Let's go to the next fight. So that was pretty good. Like, you made it hard for them to push into you, which is what you want to do. You want to make it really awkward for them to push into you. And nice, you're holding this high ground. And so that the harder it is to push into you, the longer it will take them and the more opportunities you have for spam damage, basically. And the more pressure you apply. And the more pressure you apply, I mean, you win. Also, I'm going to make a comment here, Jamie, but can you see the obvious difference with you versing the Pharah? To me, it's
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah.
You're not taking any damage, and she has to duck more. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I think you guys are doing good here. Now let's see the next fight. Okay. All right. Let's watch that again. And all right, first of all, let's establish what do you guys want to do? Like in theory, they have these alts, you have these alts. What do you want to do?
Not get shattered.
I'll
Okay.
them. Because it's even. Well, not
Saves.
almost even.
What, Luna?
I mean, ideally, and like, assuming we know what else they have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ideally, even though it's pretty hard, like I would say to save sleep for high noon, or save DM for high noon, because like just be aware that high noon is coming, and that you're probably going to need to play cover, and also that Ryan has shatter, so maybe don't stand in front of him unless
Okay.
you're me, but maybe not me.
Yeah, because if you actually think about where you are right now, this Ryan shouldn't be able to get anything from a shatter.
Right.
Because Chiz is hiding behind this pillar. And you, like, you can pretty much dodge it by hiding behind this crate.
Yeah.
The crate where you're near. So.
Make sure you check if the McCree is, flanking or being weird.
Yeah, just let you want to. If you can see McCree, you're good. Farrah might have barrage, but yeah. So then what goes wrong?
I could have thrown Bob before like Ryan even rounds that corner, because he probably
So that's a
would
good
have more
thought.
difficulty.
I think there's some strengths and weaknesses to that though, because they can honestly just sleep it and back up.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of do want to wait till Ryan engages, but we'll just see. That's something good to think about, I think. Like, for example,
Just
you could have
throw
thrown
Bob
it
and
here.
shatter when they turn.
That is also a good thought.
But would not say we did that and that worked, wouldn't that just like we wouldn't have time to build ults, whereas they wouldn't have used their ults if we did this too early.
And you just got like a really clean team wipe.
Mm-hmm. Like, wouldn't that put us at a disadvantage for the next fight?
They would have all 6 alts, so yes, but this is. I don't really know the answer to this because I do kind of agree with the Bob Shatter or just something like that, because theoretically you're going to win if it takes them they are waiting consistently to build all 6 alts before they win a fight, because you're going to always have a higher time bank than they will if you are using 2 alts to win each fight and you're winning more fights compared to them having to save 6 alts and win the next fight. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But I guess my thought is, like, if we use Bob and Shatter really early,
Mm-hmm.
we'll have Bomb next fight, but we'll have ended the fight too early to build any progress on any other ults. They don't necessarily need to use all 6 ults to win the next fight.
Mm-hmm.
They can just use 2, and I feel like we'd just forever be behind on the ult economy. Like, they can establish a rhythm if we do it too fast, I guess.
Okay, I do get what you're saying, and I think that's a good point. I don't think there's really an answer to that. I think you guys both are right, honestly. Like, you waiting for them to engage and then counter is not a bad idea. Like, that can work, but also engaging quickly can work well. Because sometimes you guys just win. Like, I've seen you guys just win games, even if they all have all 6 alts, because you go too fast, right? They just never use alts because you're always too fast. But there's also definitely games where you guys lose alt economy and aren't able to win the fights smoothly, and then you're behind on alts. So, like, you're both right, I guess. There's no clean answer to it. But I think it's good to establish this because, again, I don't really care about these individual fights. I care more that a pattern's being established or that you guys are looking for a pattern. Does that make sense? Shut up, general chat.
General
So-
chat.
Nice.
Try to do a VOD review. So, anyways, so
/guide.
bobbing and shattering. That's a decent idea. I actually kind of like that combo. It's kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do I mute that? Mute.
Hide
/
chat.
hide chat.
Hide chat.
Mhm.
There you go.
Perfect.
What?
No, you
You
press
can't
enter
hide.
again. There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay. Anyways, bobbing shattering. What else? What else do you do if they high noon here? They high noon Valk.
Rely on Izzy.
DM.
Okay.
Sleep it. Hide.
You can't really sleep it. That's a good idea
I-
to save sleep in general, just for a lock thing. But
Lose the team fight.
build it.
I had no idea where the Kree was. Please ignore the fact that he's 5 feet in front of me.
Oh. Well, you're behind a crate. You don't know.
I
Okay.
think
I have a question though.
Okay.
Does Izzy even need to DM this shit?
no.
But that's his job.
That's what he does. He eats.
But no
ult.
one's in the open that would get shot by this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he likes to eat ults.
Why would you
But
take
he
this
can
away
save his
from
meat
him?
for another alt that they have because they have so many.
Yeah, Chiz. True. True. That is true. This is kind of, I think, a thing you guys got from Brawl, where you guys couldn't quickly rotate out, and you're all a big clump. But theoretically, when you're running double sniper, you should actually just, I think, Luna, you've said this, like, if you're gonna get fucked by a McCree ult, your positioning is probably poor.
Yes.
Yeah.
If McCree all went off right now, would you die?
Instant positioning check.
Yeah. So honestly, this McCree has no speed boost, and even if McCree was speed boosting, and then Izzy would have to then DM him. But you guys can just duck. You guys can not care, and you're giving up some space. But like Luna, I think we can actually combine Luna and Repa's idea, which is you kite this back like you want to do with this comp, and then you can buy. So you're trading 2 alts for 2 alts. You're probably going to build halfway to tire. Probably going to build nano. So you'll be good. So this is like kind of something you can game plan. Kind of. Kite back. Wait for them to use some alts. Then use their own alts. But then you guys face tank this. Super face tank it. You're like, I actually want to give McCree value.
My brain disappeared. I didn't know where the Kree was.
You
You
felt
heard
bad
it.
for the McCree, so you're like, I actually want him to get some value out of his alt.
I didn't know where he was. I think.
You found him.
I did. I did. Yeah.
So the kite back was unsuccessful. They blow their load. They use
Oh.
4
Oh,
alts.
gross.
All right, cool, cool.
You use 1, but it's over. Like,
None of us are playing Torb. Or them.
Gross.
so that was an unsuccessful kite back, and probably unsuccessful alts because the fight was pretty much over once 3 people got shattered. And then Luna is just so beautiful that she has to get barraged and not killed.
I'm actually really upset I didn't kill the Pharah there.
Did you
That
hit her?
bothers me
Skip
for a little
like
bit.
3 minutes.
I did. I got one
Skip
9 on
second
one
point
grenade.
altogether.
Alright, they have Soldier Cree now, but your game plan's pretty much the same. Alright, so what do you want to do here? Where do you want to set up? What do you want to be doing?
Some high ground in the middle.
I'm
Set up on the
conflicted.
corner, under the siege tank.
Yep.
Where
Here?
lock-in
Hold
is
early.
the
Yeah.
choke,
You want to hold choke.
I think.
Would Jamie
Like,
stay up on high ground?
I
What
feel
was
like-
that, Lock?
Would Jamie stay up on high ground for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's 2. I mean, your positioning depends on where Luna holds, but either the corner or the choke. So I'm going to go back a little bit because I think holding at choke is fine for this comp because they have Soldier Cree and you don't want them to get that high ground, right? But it also depends on where your team's at, and you need to communicate where you're going to want to hold so they can pre-position, like I've said earlier. And sometimes they're already at the choke, so I think you actually can't get it by now, since they already are taking that space, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So let's say you want to hold this corner. Where do people want to be? Generally, I don't like this. This makes me mad.
I was there
enraged.
first. Go find a different spot.
Just think of 2 spots. 2 spots you can be.
On the siege tank.
Yeah, somewhere around there. And here, yeah, so something like that. The good thing about holding the siege tank is if there's a annoying rat that's right here, and some soldier tries to come here with your trap, you can just kill him. And if your traps gets broken, you know that someone's probably going to try to run this corner. So it's important to have control of this space. This is your job to control his DPS while Luna holds the corner. And Izzy is just like, I don't know. But Luna goes for the YOLO and rip.
There's much yelling there.
Ah! But I have a kind of counterpoint that I'm going to say I was super right here. Your trap got broken. And then Soldier comes here. So had you been holding that, I think, a little earlier and playing a little bit safer, like maybe perhaps playing... Can you hold here? Can you sit here? Can you? I don't even know.
I don't know if you can sit on that spot specifically.
Because this would be really good if you could sit here.
I know you can get on top of it, and I know you can be somewhere else on it. I could
Okay.
try.
Yeah, but that's a little bit better because then you can just... If your trap gets broken, you know to check that area. And it is kind of
Yeah.
your job to check that area. Anyways, let's go to the next fight because whatever. I'm just going to leave this next fight just... Hopefully no one just feeds. I don't mean feeds. You didn't feed that much, Luna. I understand your reasoning.
Oh.
Really? Because I don't.
I understand it. You wanted to get choke.
Yeah, but they were already there.
Okay, whatever. Blame Locke for not nanoing you.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, come on, Locke.
Should have known.
Alright. Let's see. Let's just watch this next fight and then see what you want to do. Alright, this fight's pretty much over. What happened? You want to watch it again?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Because, like, again, my goal, I want to shift fodder view so you kind of can figure out mid game, like, what do you want to do? So I'm going to pause it, let's just say here. What theoretically do you want to accomplish?
That
Here.
was weird hearing Michael.
What?
Did you say Michael?
My
I also
goal.
heard that.
My
I did hear
goal.
that.
I
My
was like,
goal here.
we
I
never
did hear Michael.
Chiz referred to like that.
Wait, his name is Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not, I don't know what word combination happened to
My
form
goal.
Michael. But
Your
My goal.
My goal.
My goal.
Michael.
My goal.
Okay. Anyways, what do you want to do here?
Yeah, Michael, what do you want to do?
Yeah, Chiz.
I want to go onto the high ground and shoot them from above.
Okay. Valid. What needs to happen?
The soldier needs to not be up there with me,
Yep. So what do you
or
need
a support needs
do?
to be up there with me.
What
either of
angles
those.
do you need to take then in order for that to accomplish?
On angle.
On angles. Got it.
What?
The opposite of off angles.
Well, what does that entail? Like straight
Okay.
on?
All right, Jamie, where do you want to be? Where are you? You're coming back from spawn.
Yep.
Yeah, just shoot the soldier in the head. One shot, one try.
No problem.
All right, let's
Where
just
were you
watch it
match
one more
day?
time and just see what went wrong here in order to accomplish this goal.
I have a bad angle to fucking heal like half the team.
So why is that a bad angle?
Like, I can't see Izzy who jumped onto the high ground. I can't see Scooter at all. Like, everyone
You don't
is...
need to see Scooter.
Okay, but also Ruby's not healing Scooter, so it's just like, this is super awkward.
Oh, you don't need to be healing Luna.
That's my
Your job is
Luna.
to talk
Stay
to
away
Ash.
from her.
I only heal tanks if they're critical. Because this is actually a point that I want to make, that when playing Mercy, you heal your tanks more by damage boosting your DPS because the fights go quicker. Does that make sense?
A good offense is a good defense.
Yeah. So I heal them when they're like crit or they lose their armor. And I also heal the other DPS and support, obviously. But I don't care about my tanks. Who cares about them? Damage boost Dash.
Damage
Luna's
boost
a big,
Junkrat.
strong woman. And maybe he'll chance.
Maybe.
I was calling for
Anyways.
so much healing up there.
I mean...
Okay, but anyways, Locke can't see anybody. Why can't Locke see anybody? Well, you guys have there's no space. You have like, what? This space? Right here? What even's happened? Let's watch the fight again.
Oh no.
You guys need to figure out what you did. What you did.
We ran away.
Holy fuck, fat shatter. Oh,
We
but
are
why
so
can't anybody
split.
follow up on it?
So
I don't think we were
split.
ready to engage yet.
What were
Everyone
you
was
saying, Rory?
dead.
So split.
So split. Is that a bad thing?
Not necessarily with this comp.
Yeah, but we weren't ready.
We weren't ready.
No.
Okay, so people were not in positions to follow up. I mean, Jamie can't see anything right now.
He can see me.
I've waited.
You can see it. Well, this is, I mean, sure, but it's, I'm gonna go back more. What space do you guys need to? You said, like, someone said you need to get high ground. So what space do you need to take in order to get that?
The top left is decent, but also the purple pavilion can give some good cover for taking the point, the checkpoint.
This?
Yeah.
Are you talking about tanks or you?
DPS.
Yeah.
Although Diva, I guess, could use that as a cover
Diva,
to go
yeah,
out
that's
and
a
come
good point.
back.
Diva could use this.
I don't know that that's a great spot for Ryan to be though.
Probably not.
Ana could
But,
use it to heal.
That's a little risky if Soldier goes on this flank. I think it's a good spot for Diva, and I think this is an okay position for Ash. Like this type of angle is good for Ash. But okay, overall, I'm going to look at the cart here. I'm looking at the cart. Okay. Do you guys need to engage fast here? Is what I'm kind of getting at.
No,
No, because why?
the cart's still pretty far away. Like, there's really no need to engage them right there, right then. Could we have taken the high ground?
That's one way you
Ourselves?
could have done it. I think there's two things you could have done here that would have worked better. So you said take the high ground. Can anyone else think of one?
Uh,
The thinking caps on, guys. I'm looking at okay, it's in regards to cart. What is cart so good at doing for you? If you're near it. What is it so good? What's so amazing about cart?
If you shoot it, it doesn't hurt.
Yes,
but it's far away.
it's a wall. It's a nice cover for you. You can hide behind it. Luna, you have to go right out in the open here to do anything, and you're gonna get fucked because they have Kree soldier. You're screwed. You can't do this. Like you really can't do this. Because they have this nice angle. They have two angles on you. This Ryan's setting up for a shatter, so you can't even really swing. Does he? It looks like he's setting up for a shatter. Like he obviously looks like it. So even if he doesn't have it, it looks like it.
So
But yeah,
do we wait for the card to
But
come?
that doesn't that go with the whole we shouldn't have engaged yet? Because the cart's really far away right now.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can wait for the cart to come to you
Yeah,
while you try to battle for this high ground.
yeah.
Like Diva, Ash, Junk can try to claim high ground and just try to get some alts because you're actually 70% on Bob, 70% on Tire, right? And you win fights by kind of getting those alts. So this is kind of in contrast to Brawl, where you want to just like do everything quickly. So this is kind of different shot calling. But with this poke thing, you're waiting for win conditions to come up, and you want to take angles in space before you do anything else. So you need to take this high ground before you do anything else, or else Ash is going to have a hard time doing anything because this angle isn't the best. Like, it's not the best angle.
I know I panicked and thought the cart was closer till, I died. Then I was like, oh no, cart's not there.
Okay. Yeah. Scary card.
Yeah.
And then Izzy keeps trying to save everybody from the salt, and then he just goes right into the back line. And then he dies. And then Luna dies. Both to high noon. So, yeah. I mean, we kind of went through this, but my thoughts here are you didn't have enough time to get high ground positioning. Look, you have Bob and Tire now. Oh my god. Imagine if you waited and just tried to secure those angles. Could have tired them and bobbed them and shattered them and valked
At
all
what?
at once. So look for those win conditions. Look, in order to get those win conditions, you need to set up on angles. Luna, you can go high ground and then drop onto them if you need to, like that type of thing. I think you can just go high ground here. It's nice. But let's look at the next fight. What happens in the next fight? Because you die here. Kill him. Oh. I'm also gonna point. We did use 4 ults in that fight and lost it. Sad moment. Do you guys have any questions on like how the comp is working? Is there anything confusing you? Like your role, whatever.
Can I repeat my question about what an on angle is?
It's
Don't
a
worry
joke.
about it. It's a joke.
Well, you said it twice, so I thought you were serious. Okay, cool. Never mind.
No.
We're good.
Alright. Nice. Oh my god, you almost got a Rhine delivered to you. Alright, so this comp's a little bit different because you're running Reaper junk. But it's still kind of like, I think it's still a little bit spam. And it's still, I think it's still pretty pressure applying, where your Junkrat is pressuring from one angle and the Reaper is preventing the takes from walking in because he's really fat.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
hey. I was wondering if I should have switched it to when this happened. I wasn't sure.
No, pocket me.
I
Live
am.
glorious.
Are you?
I am. In theory. I
Are
left,
you?
but I'm going back now. What do you mean? I was doing that just a second ago. But
Oh,
yeah, see?
Nice.
See, you're doing great.
Oh. Eh?
But my question.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. What do you think? What would
I,
you switch to?
I think like both could work. But like Lucy. I just kept in mind if I should go Lucy, but I assume that both work in here.
I
So I
think both
stayed.
work. I don't really have a strong opinion about it. I think there's
Alright.
strengths and weaknesses to both. But yeah. Also, Locke, I'm going to say you should probably be on low ground since they have hit scan. That can make you sad.
No. Okay.
You have to be a little bit more careful about the high ground when you don't have your own hit scan to pressure out their hit scan, or else you might get shot. Alright, this happens.
Oh god, I hated this one. I got like stuck in that corner for forever.
What should you have done here? Everybody.
Gotten together because we're super split.
What? I mean, kinda, yeah.
Is that both supports on their side purpled right next to Jamie? Like it's behind
Yeah,
him.
but he can't engage on this Ana because there's a Kree right next to Ana.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's a Creo. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking. Okay, let me go back a little bit. That
When we don't see them there, we should know they're flanking.
Well,
Oh, we knew. We knew.
we were on the lookout and Jamie called it out.
Yeah.
Jimmy called it out. What do you do? This is what you have. What do you do?
Like I
Rotate
jumped
to the attacker's
backwards.
position.
Rotate to the attackers. Why?
Because then we control cart and they still don't control cart and they have to come into us.
But Locke wouldn't have been able to get there. Like Locke wouldn't have sightlines to heal. And
And I'm
like
in
they can just
danger.
walk up and kill her.
She hides.
You
They
can't
don't
turn
know
around and
she's
run
there.
away.
I mean, I did
From-
run away and it became a problem. Because it was the
Well,
wrong way.
I kind of have a counter I actually think Locke can get to you guys.
Just
That was what I was thinking.
run on top of Rui where he's at right now.
Yeah.
Take the plank, no?
Yeah,
Take the
but
plank.
also Locke can take the long way around like she did, and she actually made it to you guys.
Well, sort of, except for
Well, she
People
could have made
died.
it to you guys.
I remember me and
essentially
Rui
said
huddled there sadly for a long time.
So I think that's a good idea, Chiz, but I'm going to. There's a reason why Cart's so good. I said it earlier, but what is
Cover?
it?
Cover.
Cover. It's just like some cover. I think the main thing that gets you here is you have no cover, no corner, nothing to play. So you're out in the open, and they have McCree Soldier, so you get fucked. You get exploded. Like, this is what happens. Like, you start to rotate, but then you're like, I want to save Locke, because she's taking forever to rotate. Oh my god, Locke. You slow old
I
woman.
did try to save Locke.
It was
And then I think I died there.
terrible. I didn't. Well, it sucked because they called out. Okay, they're coming, and specifically my name was called out. Like they're coming for you, Locke, and I was like, holy shit! And I just ran away. I was very scared.
Yeah. So that means everybody's in the open now, and it's really hard to rotate back because they're purple, you're purple, and they're pushing. And oh my god, I'm in the open, and I just couldn't do anything. So what was the issue? There's kind of two issues there.
We didn't rotate as a team.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the main thing. You didn't rotate as a team. You didn't rotate quick enough. This is the main thing. The slow rotation. When a team is rotating onto you, I think you just always want to rotate to a different angle. Pretty much, like, unless you're running Brawl, maybe. But if you're running, like, long-range stuff, like Junkrat, you just want to rotate, generally. Rotate to a different position so you're not out in the open. Because, again, like, the longer it takes for them to get to you, the more spam damage, the more likely you're going to build tire, the more likely you can get a nade in. Whatever. Yeah. But you rotate, you don't rotate quick enough, and you try to save that old woman with her tiny legs. Tiny woman legs.
Should I abandon Locke?
Yes.
Okay.
Leave me to die.
No, I don't know.
That's unfortunate.
How did you die, Luna? Oh,
I don't have line of sight on her.
yeah. So scuffed rotation means long-term death.
Whoa.
Hey, can you guys die on the card or something?
I wanted to res. I think.
I think you had just
Didn't you
res
just
me.
res?
Yeah, you
I
res.
don't
I
remember.
keep dying twice in these fights.
Ah, okay.
Nice.
I
Why
thought
are
it
you
was the
dying
beginning.
twice?
Because
We just
Because
went
I'm
over it.
beating.
Because you're not in the you're not near cover. Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks. What? By the way, if they were in Kree, what do you do against that? There's two things you can do with this comp.
play corners.
Well, no. I mean, flash shatter. Flash shatter.
Okay.
What do you do against that?
Eat it.
Okay, that's one.
Cry.
Sleep.
Okay, sleep's actually like if Kree's really in your face, you can actually just sleep them.
I don't think
Or
I'm
the
actually
run.
there right
That's
there though.
yeah, that's actually one I wasn't thinking of. If they go for obvious shatter plays, you can just sleep that. Like, that's also the counterplay
Wait, someone
to
is
bomb.
sleeping. So, oh no.
You're just a little bit too late, which is like, it's still good that you were thinking about it and you got it. But that's actually a good point. Ana is really good against like charge bomb. You can just sleep that Reinhardt. That's how you counter these things, by the way.
That's so much pressure.
Good luck.
Oh.
I mean, there's other things like, playing corners and avoiding it. But sleep is just like
Imagine
really good
playing
counter.
corners though.
Yeah. Okay, but
Wouldn't
you
be
can
me.
sleep it. You can eat
Could
it.
never be
Luna, what
me.
can you do? You're a Reinhardt player. You should know this. How do you avoid flash?
Flick up.
Yeah, you just flick up.
I can't do that though.
You
Me
can do
neither.
anything you set your mind to, Luna.
Not that.
I believe in you.
Anyways, you get flash shattered.
Know where the Rhine is. That seems important.
What is happening?
Fucking chaos. Holy shit.
My tire got charged by Orion.
Oh my god, Luna. Do you lose this fight? You do lose this fight.
Yeah.
No. That was kind of a spaghetti moment. Anyways, let's watch this thing.
Did Izzy just say hi to them?
Also, the main. What is the main gist of everything I'm saying? By the way, do you get a pattern yet?
Stop being
Like,
bad.
Stop dying.
Take way better angles.
Anyways, what do you want to do here, theoretically?
Push them off of high ground. Go away.
Yeah, your comp kind of sucks against it, to be honest. But
Switch.
okay, no, but you can. Okay, look. Let's say you're 6 GM people. You could have easily won with this comp against their comp. So let's just work with what we have.
Are they
Okay.
GM too?
No. Let's say they're
If we
gold.
are and they are, then
You wait for your Ash to get like 4 headshots, and then you kill the tanks. Because
Okay,
your Ash is
how
GM
do
with
you?
a mercy pocket.
Okay, I'm going to humor that. How do you enable your Ash to get 4 headshots?
You put Orion shield in front of them and wait for all of them to peek around the shield like they are now and shoot them in the head.
Okay, what's another way to do it?
Knock them up with a mine. Into
You use Junkrat to break the shield,
shots.
and then Orissa's slow. And then they
Crossfire.
have
Where
no
would you
shield.
go, Junkrat?
Probably under the statue.
Okay, under the statue. I mean, I don't play Junkrat, so whatever, I'll trust you.
Or high ground, behind them.
So going to the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's just see what happens. I think those are some good thoughts. And this is what I do want you to be thinking mid-game. Like, what can I do? What can I do? What is happening in here?
Oh, they
Waiting
abandoned the high
to
ground as
have-
soon as we rotate up.
Okay. Okay, good. Good. Oh, no, you're doing your full rotation. Yeah, I forgot about this.
should we not?
No, you can do it, yeah.
Once.
Hey, I'm gonna die, Smile.
Hey, why'd you die here? This is what I want everyone to be thinking. Why'd I die here?
If Curve asks a question, the answer is always positioning.
Cover.
Yeah, I figured that. Yeah, it's the
Where
get out
could
of
you
here
have
free
been
card.
standing, Jamie?
Close to the front door.
Which door?
Left.
Left?
On that,
That one.
that one. Eagle door.
The eagle door.
Eagle door. Okay. Yeah.
It's a griffin. I
Yeah.
think.
Sure.
Whatever.
It's a griffin, yeah.
Half Griffin.
No, it is a griffin.
And the other half's Griffin.
No, it's called a griffin.
But this is not like again. I want everyone to think this, because it might not help in the moment, but it will help establish a pattern. Like, if you are dying and you're like, I could have played cover, whatever. But if that happens, like I said before, 5 times, you're like, okay, I need to actually hug this wall. And like I was just playing. I mean, for example, I've been playing comp lately. I kept dying as Moira, and I was like, okay, I need to stop healing orb on random shit and just save it for myself because I keep dying. Like that type of thing is my thought process. Like after the 5th time I die, it starts to get cemented. But you need to first recognize here's just some reasons why I might be dying. Positioning, my aim sucks, etc. Sometimes you'll die because you lose a duel, whatever. But as long as it becomes a pattern, that's when you can start to change what you're doing. And this is important for these type of comps because this comp is kind of all like playing corners and shit. So I'm also going to make a comment that this was also slightly a timing thing, because I think you engaged a little bit early, but whatever. You guys can still win this fight though, maybe, if you were 4 GMs. Oh. When it died. Hey Chiz, why'd you take so much damage there?
Positioning.
You guys need to hug your walls. Also, you guys are gonna
Maybe
punch
it was
back
because there
there.
was an uncontested fair in the sky.
Izzy's contesting them.
Oh. Well, then never mind.
He's
Definitely
trying his
positioning.
best. How dare you?
Yeah, but he's not here to defend himself.
Okay.
He'll hear about this.
That's okay.
My father will hear about this.
Jesus.
I jumped in there because the call was die.
Good. Oh wait, Rui dies again.
Again? Is this another fight?
This
I
was
died
it.
last time.
Anyway, so you decided to go this way, which I actually think is a pretty decent idea. You know, you switching it up, playing creative. I like this. And Rui, I remember you communicating here. I'm not here. That's good. Nice nade on yourself, Lock.
Hey.
This is the perfect engagement. But what happens? We will see. Oh.
A res.
Two people
On an
die.
Amort field.
Well, let's go back.
Look at
a
their
little bit.
weapons. Aw.
Oh.
That was sad.
Ouchies. Could you have hugged the ball more? Let's just see again. Also, just what do you want to do? By the way, if they have an Amort field out when you're tiring, what do you generally do?
Not tire.
No, but you're already in the process of tiring, and they throw your Amort field out. What do you do?
You hide the tire until the Amort field's gone. Tell your team to shoot the Amort field and or blow up the Amort field with your tire.
Yeah,
And
you
they're all
strafe
low
your
health.
tire and then you wait for the tire to be gone. That's it.
Yeah, so this needs to be communicated. Like, generally when you tire against Baptiste, you just be like, I'm going to tire. Please pressure Baptiste and kill Mortfield. That thing. And I think we actually covered this, Chiz, in a previous VOD review, but why do you die here?
Because I get shot in the head.
Is his fat ass in the way?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Which is
He's
how I don't
protecting
see.
you.
Oh lord.
No.
I was a little distracted. That's why I died.
What is this?
Jesus. What time is it? Oh my god, this takes forever. VOD reviews.
Maybe because we're getting distracted.
No,
Anyways.
that could be it.
There's two things. Just what happens when you peek a corner and immediately die? What should you have maybe done before you peek?
You waited for healing.
Well,
Let your tanks go forward.
because
There was a
Yeah,
tank right in front of me.
He's also at like
Exactly,
2
they're-
health.
So they're drawing aggro to you. So I have to heal both now.
this is specifically, you just kind of before you take an angle, like start shooting, you generally want to give a quick little peek before you know commit to the peek. Also, why are you guys standing near each other? I'm angry.
I
You
was there
found it.
first.
I think Chiz is gonna say that regardless of whether he knows if he was there first or not.
You guys need to
I was
communicate.
I
this
was
shit.
usually there first because I try to avoid places where I see the ash because Curve gets mauled.
Thank you. Yeah, but it's just kind of we did this in last Friday, but it's like you need to see what your threat is, where they are before you peek. And this is
I saw with Tyre that they were all over there
okay. Then why did you peek? Why did you?
I because I wanted to shoot them.
Okay.
With the window.
What?
Well, I didn't see the window because they threw
Look
that
at the
ash cannon there.
weapons. It's so
And the wall.
poetic.
Everyone's dead.
Yep.
Everyone.
That was such a good start to the fight.
I didn't die.
Oh,
Yeah.
good job.
I'm
Good
Thank
job,
you.
Jay.
alive.
Yeah, I need to do a VOD with you actually in the game sometime.
One day. Well,
One of
we
these
don't have
days.
the tournament now, so he'll actually be
Yeah,
in
yeah.
games again.
Anyways, you have Bob, you have Shatter, you have Valk, you have Nano, and they have 3 alts. Uh-oh, Ruby. Oh, you're good.
I died again.
No, no. So I like this splitting up you're doing. You know, doing some splits. Some. Ouch. Well. What the hell is happening?
Spaghetti.
Alright. What do we. Last fight. This is like the last fight. We can just get through this one last fight, okay? But you guys have to figure out what you should have done differently. And this can be a million different things. This is basically where the fight's lost. What happened?
Positioning.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
We
In
did it.
situations like this, I never know what to do. Like when I'm Mercy, like I'm away looking at damage recent Jamie, and I see like everyone get lots of damage like instantly, and then like, cool.
Point and laugh.
So like,
It
is there
depends on how
something
far away
that
you are.
specifically that I could do? Like, is there any?
Um.
Boss us around into better situations. Heal me.
Positioning.
Positioning. You could have healed block. Maybe here.
Can I see?
I'm
Gonna go in my
not sure.
pockets. Cool.
Is this...
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, why the one?
Front and center.
Wow. I may not have my glasses right now. Okay, so I should
I
go
think
there,
there's 2
right?
things you could have done here.
Hmm.
One's positioning related, one's something else related.
Uh, is it not good right now? Positioning?
Your positioning is good, but I think it could be better.
How?
Well, position and mercy is kind of 2 factors. One is cover, and then one
Should I
is
been at the
distance from
statue?
teammate. What?
Should I been at the statue or something?
Maybe. I'm thinking more just like where Jamie is actually. So, because I think you're in Guardian Angel range if you're right here. You can't actually see Jamie if you're at statue, but because yeah, that's like kind of minor though. But what else? Anybody else have any thoughts what he could have done?
Super jump.
Valk.
Yeah, Valk. You could have Valked here. I generally always Valk when Sigma ults, by the way. It's good. Because that Sigma ults, you're gonna intense a lot of AoE damage, and then you can maybe get a res off. if someone gets splattered. So you could have Valked, or you could have been slightly closer to them. But overall, what could other people have done? I mean, what could the team could have done as a whole? Whatever. What's happening? What's going on?
We got Sigmalted.
Not much. You?
Why didn't Izzy eat the ult?
Anybody? Anybody? Any thoughts?
Sleep the Sigma.
Yes.
Where is the
Or-
Sigma?
In the air in front of you.
Lock.
What? What? What's on?
Oops.
What?
You know what you could have done here?
Sleep?
Yep. There are a million individual things you all could have done here.
Not me,
But-
I was dead.
Okay, Chiz. Why'd you die though?
Because I flew
Huh?
straight up in the air and got shot in the head by McCree.
Okay.
So I could have not done that and I would have been alive.
Okay. But this is like a million individual things you could have got, the guys could have done to win this fight. But there's also like team-based things you guys could have done. Like what route to take, whatever, sticking together, not sticking together, alt tracking, anticipating, whatever. There's so many things. But I want you guys to think about these things. Generally when I lose a fight, I blame myself. Except don't go full Jamie on it, because Jamie, you're wrong most of the time.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
Damn.
Gets 33% of team's damage, and then it's like, I just threw the game. No. But actually, I think you guys should be looking for, like, what is killing me? How can I have more impact? Whatever.
Sigma.
Sigma's killing you. Yeah, you could have slept
Actively.
him, though.
Right now.
You could.
I've never succeeded at a Sigma sleep during his ult.
Do you know
But
how
I do
cool that would
try.
be, though?
I do
That'd be so
try.
cool.
It's just I have
That's
never
haven't done it yet.
succeeded. Yeah.
Well, let's see.
So
Let's see.
far.
Do-
I
attempt-
frequently attempted. Look,
Oh,
I
okay,
did
that's
it!
good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I appreciate
What?
the effort. Wonder if there's like a practice mode for that.
There might
There's
be.
probably a custom for that.
I would assume that there is.
Yeah. Lots of positioning, lots of whatever. There's not much left to the VOD. Just Luna's so sad. Bob is not having a good time either. And I don't think I'm pretty sure the rest of this fight is. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. How do you go faster?
Shift.
Shift. Oh my god. I always forget about that. Alright.
Nice.
What main things to look out for next time when you're doing this long range comp?
Cover.
Positioning.
Corners.
And there's another thing though.
Alt.
Alts specifically
Engaging.
building, looking for wind conditions such
Keep
as
using them.
tire, bob, antes, stuff like that. The longer the fight goes with spam type comps, the more likely you are to win, honestly. Unless their spam is better than your spam. In that
Nonsense.
case, unlucky. But because their spam, Rhine Diva is not the best spam against Sigma Orisa, but whatever. Don't think about it. But yeah, corners, playing safe, blaming yourself whenever you die.
And blaming your teammates when you die.
Yeah, that too. It's not your fault, it's your teammate's fault.
Especially
Yeah,
Luna.
whatever.
Like, she blames other
Especially
people.
Luna. Why is this guy messaging me? That's all. Honestly. What questions do you guys have, I guess, while I'm still on this stream?
What is your wallpaper?
Aww.
Oh,
It's cute.
Thanks.
He's
Yeah.
looking at you.
I thought I had to ask.
Okay. Any other questions?
Mm.
So, the main points were positioning and covers and
Play slower.
Playing slow, like looking for your win condition, which is tire, bob, whatever.
Don't
Trying
heal
to.
the tanks.
It's also like you have to play slow because this is kind of hard to explain, like in practice, but you want to get high ground before you really commit to fights. Like you want to be in the strongest position possible. So that's why you need to play slow, because usually taking those positions takes a while. Like getting this high ground, whatever. Yeah. I'll write some stuff up. Any other
Beautiful.
questions?
Oh.
Mm. No.
Wait, is Steve have her? I thought she had her mouth open for a second.
Got a fucked up eye.
All these faces.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, I'm done.